Okay. Everything is set and everything is recording. Hey, what's happening, everyone? I am the Dragon God of Gaming, Damian Dragon, and welcome back to another episode of the Gaming News, where I run the news of all of gaming news, facts, rumors, series, and everything coming out the gaming industry this week. Now, before I get into the news, ladies and gentlemen, and of course, I'm going to show some Crash Bandicoot. It's about time gameplay, Crash Bandicoot 4 gameplay. Um, I want to pull back the curtain just a little bit, and I want to address obviously the stuff you've been hearing on for IC and everything else. So I want to give my uh give what I need to say. So uh, hold on a moment. I, as you guys know, very soon we're gonna be taking down IC. Now, it's not that we're gonna be taking down the channel. I At least I don't fucking think so. But we're gonna be stop working on IC. IC will be shutting down as a group. And now I wanted to come on and say that this has been the ride of a fucking lifetime. I got to make a good amount of friends. I got to chill with some really cool people, and I got to, hang with some of my best friends for a very fucking long. And what I can say from this is it's been one hell of a ride. It really has. And I cannot be happier. Um, as I believe if you guys watched the best bits or seen anything from our community tabs or our Twitters or anything that, you know, this came down to a group decision. Um, some of us, it's gotten a lot more harder to keep everything flowing the way it needs to. And to be honest, I think all of us needs a small little thing to basically say we need to chill and do our own things. And that's kind of how everything came down to it. But I don't want at some point because there are those people in the world that basically say, oh, they're upset with each other or yada 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 yada. No, nobody has a problem with each other. I love all these all these guys. I love them to death. They're my best friends. I care a lot about them. They are really good people, and I could not be happier. But in general, here, I just wanted to say before we hop back into the gaming news, thank you all for a wild ride. I'm going to be here for up until the time that it needs to be. I will let you guys know when the time needs to, the time is done, and my last gaming news video will be uploaded here. But it doesn't mean that this concept won't come back in some form later down the line with myself. I don't see myself getting rid of the gaming news entirely or the general idea of the gaming news entirely. At some point, I'll probably bring it back in some way, shape, or form if the need arises. I don't know whether I'm probably going to be doing it on my personal channel or something like that. And yeah, because gaming news is universal, it's needed. But all my content will stay here, and you guys can have fun with this as much as you guys want and enjoy the ride as much as we can. But I will be here straight to the end. So thank you guys so much for a wild ride. It's been a blast, but there's still a lot more work to be done, and there's still a lot more series that you guys have not seen yet. So you guys are stuck with us for a good amount of still with a good amount of time. So stay tuned, stick around. You're not going to miss it. But let's hop back into the gaming news. But once again, thank you all for coming on the wild ride with us. It's been awesome. But enough with sentimental bullshit. Let's get into the gaming news, shall we? See you guys in the gaming news. Enjoy what Crash Bandicoot has to offer you. See you in a moment. Well, transition. And yeah, okay. And we are back. Anyway, yeah, as you guys know, the Invisible Corporation is going to be done after, some of our series have inevitably came to an end. So, yeah, it is kind of upsetting. It is, but it's just a new chapter in all of our lives. So don't worry about this. And yeah, as I said, there is no, bad blood or anything or something that happened with us. No, it's just that we felt like it was about that time. So it has nothing to do with any of us. All of them are my best friends. I love them all to death, and there will never be a thing between any of us. So want to come on and say that, and I've been happy to be you guys' host for the gaming news all these years. But let's get into what actually you guys came here for. So Um, anyway, this is coming from Eurogamer.com. This is written by Victoria Kennedy. You guys can check out the news article in the description down below. So you guys can come check that out and hope you guys enjoy the Crash Bandicoot 4 gameplay. But this is not good at all. Crash Bandicoot 5 canceled in favor of live service games, reports claim. Which is, hell no. Anyway, a new report on Toys for Bob has claimed Crash Bandicoot 5 was canceled in favor of live service online games. The report comes from gaming historian Liam Robertson, who revealed this Crash Bandicoot game would have been a single-player 3D platformer which would serve as a direct sequel to Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time. While that is all much to be expected, Robertson's video also featured concept art and potential story ideas for the Crash sequel, including a Spyro team-up. Crash and Spyro were intended to be the two playable characters, Robertson said. However, when Crash 5 was still in the very early days of development, it was canceled by publisher Activision in favor of a live service multiplayer games. Allegedly, Activision considered Crash Bandicoot 4's sales to be underwhelming after the team members were then moved on to work on other titles including Crash Team Rumble, which was released last year. The particular game failed to ignite much interest. However, in March, it was announced that no further content would be released. As for Toys for Bob, which along with Crash Bandicoot and Spyro is also known for Skylanders, the studio announced it was parting ways with Activision to become an independent company again back in January. And in March of this year, it was claimed a new entry in the Spyro series was in development with Toys for Bob. The studio once again got tongues wagging in May when Toys for Bob updated its website with a new logo, leading to further fan speculation of a new Crash Bandicoot or Spyro game. In the meantime, you guys can currently get your hands on the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy via Xbox Game Pass. Or you guys can just play Crash Bandicoot 4, it's about time. But you guys get the whole gist. Um, yeah, that's wild. Activision, what the fuck are you doing? No, 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 no. I'm serious. What the fuck are you doing? Crash Team Rumble failed. Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time, did not fail. It was far from failure. Hold on. Let me see something. For It's About Time sales numbers. Over 5 million copies sold since its debut in October 2020. That is still a fucking wonderful thing. Team Rumble. We don't have concrete sales numbers. It should be noted, however, the sales ranking are based on physical sales. Oh, dear God. Oh, no. They don't even have a concrete number. There's over 5 million. It debuted in the UK at number 15, debuted in Australia at number 9, debuted in New Zealand at number 5. Ooh, okay. The title is getting less than 30 views on Twitch. Oh, boy. since those are for physical releases, since the physical version is a lot less known about than the digital version. Oh my god. CTR nor Crush 4 had any announcements on how much they sold. Nope, that was about a year ago. No, they had it. They don't even have concrete numbers. Lem- That's awful for, oh my god, how many copies did Crash Bandicoot sell? But A2, Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is so bad. That is so bad. Crash Team Rumble seems like more of the failure than Crash Bandicoot 4. And Lord knows, Activision, we want another Crash Bandicoot game. Oh, it was underwhelming. It was 5 million copies. Seriously, and that's probably just physical. I played Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time, and as you can see, it was fucking amazing. But oh, live service games, like the industry hasn't shit on that. I'm sorry, but that is a very stupid take. That was a brain dead take. A very, very fucking brain dead take from Activision. If this is actually what this is, and Activision literally said, we want to focus on live service games instead of Crash Bandicoot 5 that had a Spyro team up, I would have broken the fucking internet with it. Because the only game that Crash Bandicoot and Spyro has ever shared was Crash Bandicoot Orange. I believe it was Crash Orange and was it Crash Purple? It was a GBA port. It was a GBA game. Crash Purple and Spyro Orange. Those are the games. That's what they're called. Crash Bandicoot Purple and Spyro Orange. They're GBA games. So fucking hell. The game and yeah, the game sucked, if I remember correctly. But that was because it was a glorified mini game like thing. It was a glorified mini game, a mini game. And that's not a bad thing, but if it's all that is, it's I heard it was repetitious. It really didn't do much. It was basically a shit game, but a 3D platformer that has Spyro and Crash Bandicoot teaming up, it would have sold. And if Toys for Bob is what's to be believed at the moment, that is going to be the game that's going to be selling. I'm sorry, Activision's going to look at themselves and kick themselves in the fucking ass. Because if Toys for Bob is doing what they're doing, and they're leading the speculation that it's either going to be a Crash Bandicoot game or a Spyro game, we need it. We fucking need it. And Toys for Bob did fucking amazing with Crash Bandicoot, and I want to see what they can do with Spyro. I believe nope, Vicarious Visions did Crash Bandicoot the Insane Trilogy. I believe Toys for Bob was the one who made. Hey, why am I even asking? I can just look at the fucking box. If this is from Activision, nope, that's nope. They did a wonderful. Never mind. I forgot that they had a hand in the Spyro Reignited trilogy. So they if and then they had their hands in Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time. And if that's the case, and they can work on a Spyro game with what they did with Crash Bandicoot 4, ladies and gentlemen, we are in for some fucking fantastic gameplay from the dragon. Mm, mm. Anyway, I hope that's the case. Toys for Bob, please. We need you. We need you to carry those games. Please. Please. We need those. In Activision, you're you're god awful if this is what you did. We want more live service games, even though nobody fucking wants it. Nobody wants live service games. I'm sorry. How many times does a live service game need to fucking fail before you guys realize that that's not what everyone wants? Seriously. I believe the best one out of them was Helldivers. And Lord knows that people almost screwed that up too. It almost happened. They recovered, but it almost happened. And you're like, oh, we want to do more live service games instead. Nobody fucking wants it. Anyway, that's stupid. That was a stupid take. And if Activision really did do that, and that's the reports are true, Activision is so out of fucking touch that they really shouldn't have any beloved IPs on them at all. But at any rate, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you. Thank you guys so much, and I love you guys to pieces. I appreciate you. The gaming news will run for as long as all everything else is running. So I will be going for as long as the other series are running for. So I will be here right until the end. I will be here till the end, guys. Don't worry about that. So I'll probably have my last one a week before the end, and I will conclusively tell you guys that this will be the end. But it's been one hell of a ride, guys. I appreciate you all so much for tuning in, and I appreciate you all so much. We love you guys to pieces, and I appreciate you guys' time. You may never know. Maybe one day I'll revive the gaming news somewhere. You just gotta keep on looking out. None of us are going nowhere, ladies and gentlemen. We're just going to do our things the way we only know how. So we're gonna break the fucking mold however the fuck we do. And I want to give a big shout out to the group. I love them all to pieces. Everyone from the past that has worked on this channel, worked on this series, worked on anything that has to do with IC, we appreciate you. And to everyone who's here right now, I love them all to pieces. Chaos, Chewy, Exercise, Jimmy, Dave, and everyone that I've worked with so far. You guys have given me one hell of a ride, and I appreciate you all. But our work is not done yet. It's far from fucking done. So I'm gonna be here right with you guys until the end. So you guys still have more content in the way, so don't fucking click away. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you all. See you guys in the next one. Until then, peace. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, friendos.